Hey champions, how are you doing? Are you somebody who's invested heavily on ERP and are still firefighting? Are you somebody who's starting to lose confidence in the fact that systems and processes make life easy? Well, if you are in one of these scenarios, this video is absolutely for you. Keep watching. Welcome back champions. My name is Hardik and I make videos to help your business grow. If you think what I say makes sense and a conversation, a one-to-one conversation with me can help you grow your business, then what you need to do is go on to my website, answer a few questions on the relevant topic where you need help, and there you will have a one-to-one free one-time conversation call with me. If you want to know what those calls are and how it goes, then go check out this playlist. It will appear somewhere here. So today we are talking about how one can have ERP and still struggle. What are the reasons for that to happen? Well, I'm going to give you 3 most common reasons why you may be still struggling. Number 1, automating things with the problem. Remember guys, softwares are to do automation, but problems if are not solved and an automation is done on the things the way you do it today without really improving the ways of doing things, it's not going to work. Let me give you an example. One of my clients invested heavily on an inventory management system. What he did, he uploaded all his inventory in the inventory management system. He automated it and he was very happy only for a few hours. Why? Because he didn't do corrections in the way he goes about managing inventory. He thought that by automating the inventory, he will save cost on buying things. Why? He will have less number of dead inventory products. He used to buy things because he would not find out things in the warehouse, and when he finds and then he would make a new purchase, and then at a later stage he would find out, oh, you know what, that product was hiding somewhere in the warehouse. Now he didn't correct any of this. He simply put the inventory which was on a register and in a paper on a software. So if you don't improve your ways of doing things and simply automate the wrong ways of doing things, you're going to fail faster, my friend. It's not going to help. Let me give you one more example. Another client of mine has a plethora of products to offer. Okay. He introduced a CRM system, a customer management system, a customer relationship management system, which is a part of the ERP. The ERP guys sold it to my clients by saying, if you implement this particular module called CRM, you will be able to close more. You will be able to make more sales. Guess what happened? He implemented stuff in the CRM and his sales did not increase. Why? Because there were products in his portfolio. A few products took a lot of convincing and a lot of time and a lot of follow-up to make the sales happen. But the profits that those products earned was not significant. And then there were other products which took a far lesser time to sell but gave humongous profit. What he did not create prioritization. There was no mechanism to tell his sales guy that you should be selling these products first and these products later. All that he did is he put everything, the whole product portfolio on a CRM. Now his sales guys had a better way and a reminder to follow up on all leads. But guess what leads were they following up on? The wrong leads, the leads which were to buy products that took a long time and with smaller margins. So the CRM in fact helped him do the wrong things faster and better and without a miss. So what should you be doing? Well, you should always understand what are you doing, how are you doing it, and what is the problem in the way you are doing it. Fix that first. Once you fix it, then automating it will make sense. A lot of times people have changing workflows because as a small business, we have very few people. One person in purchase, one person in design, one person in inventory. And the chances are these one person departments, you may have attrition. People may leave. Suddenly you will see that the person who's doing purchase is also managing the warehouse. And now if he has to handle the things that the warehouse guys had to do on the software, and he also has to handle purchase, and the software does not facilitate this, he will have to manage two pieces of the software. So the software needs to be agile. When I say agile, it needs to be adopting to your ways of doing things. It is a crime, I say, to buy on the shelf softwares which are generic in nature. That's like saying all of us will have the same haircut. All of us will not look good. Why? Because all of us have different faces. In the same way, all of you will not be okay with the same software. Why? Because your organization's face is different. Somebody has two people in purchase, somebody has one person. Somewhere accounts does purchase, somewhere you do the purchase. So if the faces are different, how can you have the same software serving all of you? Don't do that. That brings me to the second point of why you may still be firefighting in spite of an ERP. Absence of an accountability management system. Now, what do I mean by this? Every person, at least in India, needs somebody to supervise them. Imagine this, if we don't see a cop at the red light and you're in a hurry, we will run through it. We will break the signal. Why? Because we don't find it anything wrong in doing that. But if we see a cop, then we will not break the signal. Why? Because there's somebody supervising. If there is an island in between, a divider in the road in between, there is no way to jump and go outside on the other end of the road and drive. That's an element of supervision. That's an element of accountability. That is something that stops you from doing the wrong thing. The same principle needs to be adopted in the business. You need to have a way to figure out how many times your people did not follow the process. How do you know that? You know that by creating performance management parameters. What do I mean by this? How much time does it take for you to fulfill an order? The turnaround time. How much time does it take for you to answer a customer's complaint? That's a complaint time. How much money do you spend to acquire one single customer? All of these matrix numbers is what your system should be capable of giving to you. Now, guess what? The system will be capable of giving to you only if the system is designed in that way. If the system is not capturing that information, there is no way you will get that information. So your ERP probably is fantastic when it looks at the module, but is not capturing the information. And if it's not capturing, there is no supervision that you can do. Second, capturing information is not important. What is also important with it is what you do with that captured information. So you need to have a disciplined way of reviewing your people on those numbers. So I would want to ask my people, hey, you know what? You did 2 sales last time. Now you did 6 sales. The change is good when I look at the sales numbers. But guess what? You spent 20,000 rupees more to get those 6 sales done, which is not good. So I have to be able to review that and create action plans to keep improving on how I go about doing business. See, it's like this, when we go to the gym, it's about moving weight from point A to point B. But that's not important. What is important is how you go about moving that weight. What's your technique? And that is what gets you muscle. In the same way, the software is the weight. How you go about implementing that software and how you go about doing that requires supervision, requires review. And that is the technique of doing business in the right fashion. The third, and I can't emphasize how important this point is. A good system requires people who have the skill to run with that system. Right people at the right places. Imagine this, you have a fantastic aircraft or you have a fantastic new luxury car. But guess what? Your driver is somebody who's used to driving trucks and you've given him Mercedes. What do you think is going to happen? He's going to drive your beautiful vehicle exactly how he drew a truck, and that's not going to help you. So if you are somebody who's recruiting people who are available, people who don't have a job and you want to do good stuff for them, so you recruited them, it's going to be a problem. You're going to put the bad cop with a good system and it's going to result into disaster. So what you need to do is you need to have a recruitment process. What is your system? What are the skills required to do very good with that system? Are we evaluating those skills when we recruit? That's what a system of recruitment really means. Second thing, good people require good motivation. They require good structure. What does that mean? You need to be able to have an organization structure created so that you can tell your people that if you do well, that's the position which is empty for you and you will end up filling it. You need to have a scorecard system, a system that helps the person understand what is he running towards. You cannot have an organization where everybody comes to the office simply to complete those 8 or 10 hours of work and then go back home. Why are they doing these 8 hours? For their monthly income? Well, if that's the case, there is no improvement that's going to happen, because monthly income will keep coming as long as they are present. So their objective to get that money becomes, let's be present. But if you give a scorecard, if you give a goal that this is what you need to achieve, which is in line with your organization goal, then I have a purpose. Then I'm coming to office as an employee to achieve that particular goal. And if there are hurdles on the way, I will strive to improve and eradicate those hurdles. I will just not be present. I will actually be present for achieving that goal. So if you have an ERP and if you're struggling to still get out of your firefighting, you know what you have to do. The drill is go to my website, book a free consultation call with me. Understand how, if you want to know how this consultation call goes, I have already given you the link. Go through those videos, have a look at the conversations that I have. I am genuinely looking to help you guys. I don't want any one of you to firefight. The backbone of my country's growth and revival is the performance that you guys bring together. So let's grow together. Let's find answers. Let's not get stuck with problems. Let's solve them. Let's not just manage them. If you like this video, do hit a big fat thumbs up. If you haven't really, if you haven't really subscribed to the channel yet, well, I do some wonderful videos and my subscription button needs a lot of love. And not sometimes, in fact, all the times, the only way you can love that button that I have, the subscribe button, is by smashing it real hard. So go there, smash the subscribe button, be a part of our videos, learn, understand, implement, and keep propelling.